Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Sounds good, looks good. I think we are set to begin. Let me just get the final bits and bobs here undone. I promise I prepare things at times. I promise. Alright. I think, yeah, I think that's set. Pop it away. Okay. Well, hello. Hello. Things like to fall. Things like to move around crazy like. It's so good to be back, y'all. Hi. So, I was gone for a while because I had caught COVID. Let's see. So, I had dealt with some pretty intense sleep deprivation stuff a few days before I got COVID. And it caused it caused me to miss on Wednesday's stream, which I was planning on doing, and since I hadn't set up anything yet, I hadn't been able to like set up a thing to announce, oh, by the way guys, I'm not making it on Wednesday. So I kind of ended up skipping and being like, I'll just pop on the following Monday and just explain the whole situation, while I am also working on other things, because I'm a busy person. I work on a lot of stuff, and I haven't had the time to set up social media or Discord setups or anything like that yet, which I do plan to, so we'll keep an eye out. That's going to come up. But the main thing was that Thursday, so Wednesday I was super sleep deprived, so Thursday I'm like, okay, time to get stuff done. But Thursdays are also my day off. I always take Thursdays off, and I try to take Sundays off when possible. Those are the 2 days I try to take off regardless. Or if I am doing anything, it's a minimum, like something that needed to get done today, you know? Yeah. Thursday I was like, oh, things are going well, I'm just getting some stuff done, and then suddenly, bam, I started feeling sick, and then, bam, I got really sick, and then, bam, got really, really sick, and because of how my immune system is, I got really sick, and then it spread around the house. So my partner got sick, my child got sick, and I got sick, so we all were dealing with it, and because of how my immune system works, it takes forever for me to kick something, even if I am fully taking care of just myself. But I wasn't just taking care of myself. My partner had to sleep a whole bunch, because my partner has the immune system that would make the bubonic plague shudder in his pants. And so my partner just needs to sleep for like a few hours, like just sleep for a couple of days, and they can kick anything, which is exactly what ended up happening. But while they were sleeping, because I knew that they were going to help me once they slept, I ended up being the one that took care of child, and being the one that took care of like things around the house and stuff like that while I was still actively sick. So I was primarily the one to do that for at least 2 to 3 of the days. But it was on Thursday, 2 weeks ago, and I just, like, this last Sunday, started actually being like, oh, I don't have to cough, I don't get winded going up and down stairs, or anything like that. So it took me a while to get back on here. Hi, Patch. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm sorry for my absence. I promise once I get everything set up for social media and stuff like that for this channel, I'll be able to keep more people in loop. Curious. But I guess now let's get back into the stream and the purpose of this stream today, which is making stuff. That's the big thing. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting back on board. Luckily, for a couple of days, at least, while I was sick, I was able to work a little bit more on my costume, which was nice. And I also got pretty far. So here's what I have so far. So these are the projects that I'm going to be working on this stream. So first project, obviously, is going to be the custom order glove test that I am doing with that I'm being requested to do. So I'm making a bunch of gloves of different patterns that we're going to try out and see which gloves are best. And then once we decide which glove set is best, then I will be working on a full set of those with the colors that will be chosen. This isn't due until March though, so I'm just getting some single gloves done so that we can make a decision on stuff like that. So I'm going to work on the Naughty glove set, and I am also going to finish up this square. So for my Halloween costume, I'm going as Eevee, the Pokemon, but I'm doing like a reimagined if they were human kind of thing. So I have this dress that I'm working on that requires 6 full-size squares, and this is my third one. I have 2 right here that I've already finished. I finished these, and I think I'm down to the last couple of rounds for this square. So I'm thinking that for at least an hour of this stream, since I do plan on going for like 2.5 hours, and we're about 7 minutes in, so still early on the stream, I figured I'll work like an hour on my Halloween costume, and then I'll work like an hour on the commissioned glove, and then we'll see from there what we end up doing. So let me just move these out of the way. Like I said, these are full-size 17 rows of this like moss stitch in square form. I need 6 of these, and I currently have finished 2, and I'm almost done with the 3rd one. So we're getting there. I'm almost halfway done. Run. Yes, cats. Run. Run for the hills. Run for the hills. You have no idea what demon you have awoken. Alright. But for the most part, let's get started. So I'm going to just move this over here, because I don't need that right now. All I need to do... That's gross. I don't know how that ended up over here. Good. 1 second. All the emojis. I love it. Also, if you guys ever want to like put input on what kind of emojis to put in chat or for access for other things, let me know. Let's start real fast on what are we drinking. This is what I'm drinking. This is a cold steep tea. The flavor is one of my favorites. This is a watermelon mint tea. Cold steep. It is wonderful. It is fall, so, you know, more hot drinks to come, but I felt like having a cold steep tea, especially because this is my favorite brand. This is my favorite herbal tea in public branding, which is Frederick's watermelon mint tea. It's really good. Highly recommend it to anyone who can get access to it. Yes, spam the chat with all of the pictures and all of the emotes and everything. Alright, first sip of the night. Let's get going. I have to finish off this round. I was working on it the other day, but it was also a holiday, so I was taking it easy. So I have to do this side, and then this side to this point here. So we'll go over that, and then we'll go over how many rows I have currently, and then also get the next set of plans set up. Watermelon mint. That's fair. That's fair. Not everyone is a fan of mint. I really like mint. That's a personal choice of mine. So I think that the mint and watermelon together, because you have to be careful about what mint flavors you mix with things. Like mint chocolate works, but like other mints and mint with other things, you have to really think about the flavor of the other thing before you mix it. Otherwise it can come off too overwhelmingly mint. And I'm a fan of mint, and I like mint chocolate, but I can't get behind most mint chocolate ice creams. They taste either too minty or too chocolatey. But yeah, I really like the watermelon mint because I think it's both refreshing and fresh. So watermelon to me always comes off as a very fresh tasting fruit. And then mint is also a very fresh flavor. So when I mix those two together, it's very nice. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting mint with everything. But yeah, if you're ever in the mood for like a refreshing minty juice or tea, that tea is really good for sure. But it does taste pretty heavily of mint, but it's balanced between the mint and the watermelon, and it complements each other, at least in my opinion. Yeah. They also have what was the other one? They have a peach lemon tea that is to die for as well. I really like that tea. And if you guys have any recommendations of tea that you like drinking, I'll either tell you if I've had it or I'll keep it in mind for ordering, because my partner and I drink a lot of tea. My other partner and I drink a lot of tea too, and their partner also drinks a lot of tea. So there's going to be a lot of fun regarding that. And I'm always open for like more flavors and more enjoyed time, like whether hot or cold or iced or whatever. It's always good. Yes. Yeah, I had COVID for, well, let's see, what was the date? It was Thursday the 11th that I caught it, and I didn't start really feeling better until closer to Friday. Well, I felt kind of better on Thursday. I was able to do things, but Friday was when I really started to notice taking a turn for the better. And I still have moments of like brain fog, a little bit of muscle fatigue, and sometimes I get winded, but definitely not as bad as it was the other day, like a few days ago. And yesterday was a holiday, so I didn't really give myself something like that. I'm currently reading a new book. Ooh, what book are you reading? I love to hear. I love to hear. The books are awesome. Highly recommend to people. But yes, drop that share. What kind of book are you reading? Also, if anyone wants to share what they have been doing over the last little bit, I would love to hear, because it has been a moment. It has been a minute, and I'd like to hear what people's plans are and what things they are currently interested in. So I'd love to hear. Greek mythology. Ooh. Is it a retelling of Greek mythology, or is it specifically the myths and legends and stories that are in Greek mythology? You've been reprimanding people. On what, cats? On what? What happened? When you start reprimanding people, one of two things are happening. It's the Odyssey from Homer. Ooh, nice. It's been years since I last read the Odyssey, but I love it. I actually very much enjoyed the story. I love it a lot, actually. So that's awesome. It's the original. It's original for sure. Nah, that's great. I love the Odyssey, so that's definitely a good read. People still try to call me pet names and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I can get that. Do you have, like, designated pet names that you prefer to be called, or is it, like, ixnay on the et names pay? When was the last time I used pig Latin? That was crazy. Well, I hope that you enjoy reading the Odyssey. It's really nice. At least I enjoyed reading it. So I hope that you have fun with that too. And yes, do you have any pet names that you are okay with? And if not, is there a point that you would be okay with pet names, or is this more of just a absolutely not, I don't ever see this happening? Because both are valid. Both are valid. I hate all pet names unless I'm dating them. Hey, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Not everyone is affectionate through pet names unless it is on that kind of intimacy level, so that makes sense. Well, hopefully enough people will hear and you can be like, hey, no, cut that shit out. I probably shouldn't cuss. I did, oops. Cut that out, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. People, generally speaking, should be able to respect your want to not have pet names. So, yeah. You know what I probably should have done? I'm going to quickly... There we go. Alright, see you in a bit, batch. I forgot to set a timer for about an hour. But that's okay. It's not a strict hour. It just, I know that I'll lose track of time. So I put on timers to help me keep track of time rather than as a structure to mess me up or anything like that. I sometimes need timers because time blindness is a very real thing at times. see. I'm pretty sure this is row 16 for this one. And then once I am done with this row, I'll count. And then I'll probably be able to finish this square before I move on to the next project, which is good. I'll be about halfway through because I have to have 6 squares of the same size and then a half a square that will go towards this outfit. And once I'm finished with this guy, that'll be 3 squares, which means 6.5 squares, 3 are made. That technically means that I would be about halfway done with the dress, which is good. Because it's not October yet, and I'm hoping to have the dress finished by like early October, so that it gives me plenty of time to get the rest of the things done. Because, yeah. Alright. Slip stitch. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16! So yes, I just need one more. Because I'm a chunky woman, I need one more row, one more round, all the way around. Just one, though. You'll see me tie it off soon, which is great. Ooh, does anyone have any plans for Halloween? Or costume plans coming up? Anything like that? I'm a bit nuts by starting this so late in the year, but I really wanted to dress up this year and wanted to give myself a deadline, a really tight deadline, I guess. So, I want to hear about everyone else's plans too. I know some people aren't doing Halloween costumes this year, but some people like to do a lot of Halloween costumes. And since this is my first Halloween costume in years, I'm excited. I usually just dress up. Most of the Halloween costume stuff I do is for the child, because the child is still young, so. Yeah. Oh man, I think I might be playing a little bit of yarn chicken with this skein. We'll see if I'm hoping I don't run out. That would suck. I mean, it's not the worst thing. I have other yarn that I can just put on top, but still, I'd rather not have to do it if I can help it. But the last couple of skeins have been fine. I end up with a really small ball of leftover yarn that I'm just setting aside for when necessary. Which, depending on how this works, maybe I'll do some winding of the leftovers, just to have it. That might be something I do upon completion of this dress. We'll do a whole winding situation. Yay, last round of this square. Feeling pretty good. But yay, happy first day of fall, everyone. I mean, yesterday was the first day of fall, at least here, so it is officially the fall season, which is wonderful. I like fall, if you couldn't tell. I like fall and spring. Fall more than spring, but spring's a pretty close second. And winter time is then third favorite, and then summer is fourth. I have yet to fall. I mean, depending on the context, that might be a good thing. But I mean, you're also somewhere where your seasons are kind of similar. Not a lot of variety, from what I remember. It's funny too. We haven't had too many leaves change colors, but depending on where you drive at, you'll see more color versus less color. Freak show anomaly. Ooh. That's the costume you're gonna go for this year? That sounds like frickin' flies. I'm gonna have to put on some fly strips. Well, that'll be fun. Can't go wrong with a freak show. No, I don't plan on anything for Halloween. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. Oh, right, because you also, like, you cosplay and stuff like that, too. So, you have lots of other opportunities to dress up and not really feel the need for Halloween, I guess. I'm slowly getting into that, so maybe at one point I'll be like, oh yeah, samesies, but I haven't had a full-blown costume in such a long time that I missed it, so yeah. But I'm happy to get on that. I need money for my next one. Hey, that's a relatable statement. For sure. Oh. It's referring to the weather as a freak shop. Oh. Don't mind me. Still a little slow. Gotcha. I get you. Okay, okay. So yeah, and the freak shop, and the freak show anomaly, because of where you live. Right. Yeah. Oh, fun stuff. Well, hopefully the costume money comes through alright. And we'll see. Maybe you will experience a fall without too much issue. I actually have waiting for me to save up for I need to get my hands on Over the Garden Wall, the disc set, because that is one of the shows that I watch every year during fall whenever I can, because I love it. It's one of my favorite cozy fall shows, and unfortunately I don't have the subscription to watch it on Hulu, because I think that's where it's available right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna get Hulu at any point, so instead of being like, oh, when is it going to be on the next streaming service that I'm using, I'm just gonna get the discs because, yeah. I don't have to save up too much because I think that one of the disc sets that I've seen is like $13 or something like that, so I'm probably gonna grab one of those. I would have watched it yesterday, but we didn't have it yesterday, so felt a little weird not having it, but that's okay. Do you guys have any favorite shows or books that you like to read or things that you like to do that remind you of fall or for the fall season or autumn as the leaves fall? Any flavors, like specific foods that you're just like, this is what I want to do every fall? I'd like to know. I very much would like to know. And hopefully by the next stream, I'll be able to have more things set up so that it's a lot easier to interact and a lot more fun to interact too. You know, add a level of stuff. But I also am still saving up for the camera that I'm wanting to do so that I don't have to stream it all from my phone. But we shall see. We shall see how this ends up going. I'm going to try to make sure my stream schedule is up to date, so that you guys can join me when I do things. I guess so, yeah. It can be hard to follow, but not in the way of like, it's more of like contextually, sometimes the leap takes me a second to get there. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Lots of my jumps to conversation stuff is also difficult to follow. Now that's the part of being neurodivergent. Woo! Yay! I feel like my thing here is needing some help, so I'm just going to refresh that. Try to manage things so that I can... Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I was realizing that where I was able to see the chat and stuff like that was not going very well, so I had to refresh things. But that's okay. Technology. 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 Can't live without it, can't live with it. Or can only live with it, depending on who you ask. Oh no, it's getting lower. This is how much I have left of this game. It's getting lower. Will this be enough? I think it should be enough, but we shall see. Play Yarn Chicken with me. You know what? This will be fun to use a feature that I haven't done before. Let us do And I should pull. Okay, let's do this. Will there be? Will I lose yarn chicken? Oh, damn it. Nope, should be all good. Okay. I'm gonna set this for 5 minutes. Why not? That'll be funny. I have set up a poll. My first poll! Yay! You guys should feel happy about that. I'm gonna try my best to integrate things that I am starting to figure out with this, but that should be enough. And I guess we can spend channel points, but I haven't even set up the channel point system yet, so let the chaos ensue. Let the chaos begin. Oh, 50-50 already. Oh no. This is how much yarn is left, y'all. And I have to get it all the way through here. Hi, Presto. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for voting. That's very awesome. That's okay. You can vote on gut instinct. I just figured I would post my first poll and see how that did. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Let me know anything about yourself and everything like that. Cook the yarn chicken. I'm sure the flavoring won't be as good as you might think it is, because not everything that is chicken tastes like chicken. Just a writer guy? Nice! Do you write novels? Are you a creative writer? Do you write like nonfiction work? Tell me about all that stuff. Oh, a lurker. We love a lurk. Lurking's good. I like interacting with people, but I'm also very okay with lurking. It's okay. You don't have to get too much into detail, but you can get into as much detail as you want. I can't. Oh no. It's starting to get a little tangly. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Let's see. Okay. I mean, there's still a chance it'll be fine, but I don't know yet. So far it's 50-50 on whether or not I will lose yarn chicken. So we shall see. I still have a lot to go on this square, so I'm a little worried that it's going to be a problem. Ooh. Just as an aspiring playwright of a documentary play for live theater. That actually sounds really cool. Yeah. You're in good company with that, because I think fossils and species of the ocean and stuff like that, I don't think enough people are loving on that as much. And you're right, the publishing and film industry hasn't had a great success in recent years, and has a tendency to redo a lot of things and kind of mishmash stuff together. But I'm all good with hearing more about that at some point. So if you ever want to share, you're always welcome to come share about stuff that you're working on and stuff that you're doing. So, yeah. Doing it in a live theater aspect is great. Oh no, it ended and it's 50-50. I guess we shall see. Will I actually lose yarn chicken this time? Hopefully no. Hopefully no. But I guess we shall see in a little bit. Get that all up on here. That was fun. I think there will be more polls to do for sure in the future. That was fun. What do you think, cats? What do you think, people? Am I a proper streamer now? I done a poll. Gotta get a few things taken care of too. My yarn fell to the floor, but if I look at it too hard, I'll get distracted. The fossils that I don't write about are the dinosaurs and the hominids, because they already have so much written about them. That's fair. Definitely. The overlooked and underrated fossils and species. I love that. That's so cool. Because, yeah, you're right. I mean, dinosaurs and other types of well-known fossils have had so much written about them. It makes sense. I totally understand. So, that's awesome. I think that that's really cool, especially if you're doing it in a way that is to share with everyone. I respect that. That's awesome. I mean, I've always found fossils interesting. I just haven't had a chance to study them up as much with everything else happening in my life. But as a kid, I loved trying to see if I could find fossils. Sometimes dinosaurs, sometimes sharks, sometimes bugs, sometimes humans. I mean, that's technically not a fossil, but it kind of is. I don't claim that human bodies are fossils. I don't. Not to sound like I'm making it out that way. Alright, let's see. There shall be a corner piece. If you ever want to check out a cool weird fossil online, there's a whole scientific community. Four-legged fossil snake? Dude. Dude, that sounds so cool. I am intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. I'm gonna have to make a note of that, um, for sure, because that sounds awesome. I would love to see a four-legged fossil snake. That's incredible. I love that. I love hearing random facts like that too. So it makes sense to me. I definitely will check that out. My partner is also a fan of like weird biology things and animal species and other things like that, so I'm sure that they'll love it. And Kid is also a lover of the weird and strange and unusual, so I bet they'll really love that too. Four-legged fossil snake. That's incredible. Okay, that's the second corner done. Third corner, because we have one more corner, and then we have the end here. So, it should be enough. It's not what one would think. It's not just proverbially missing evolutionary link between lizards and snakes. Between snakes and eels. Oh! Oh, that's neat. That is neat. Because, yeah, the main difference between them, like, that's really cool. Okay. Fascinating. I love it. Science is fun, people. Science is very fun. That's so cool. Alright. I will definitely be looking that up once I am done here, so that I can take a look at this four-legged fossil snake and see what people have to say about it and share what I've learned with people. But yeah, no, that's good to know. Bada bum, bada bum bum bum. Let's see. Ba-da-boom. Alright. We're getting there. This is the longest part of the project so far because this is the very last round, and every time I do a round, it adds extra stitches, so it just takes longer every single time I work it. So it's the reptilian equivalent of a platypus. Oh, that's so cool. Very small. I'm sure it is, because, you know, that makes sense, especially on an evolutionary thing. I mean, I know certain reptiles are bigger, but especially when it's in the transition link between two separate species, I've noticed that a few of them end up being on the smaller size anyway because of the split off. So that's pretty cool. The reptilian equivalent of a platypus. That's equally terrifying and awesome all at the same time. Love it. Alright, let's see. Gonna get that. Going faster, as I do want to finish this before my hour is up on working with this. I need to at least finish this, and then we can go over all the pieces I have and how much more I need. And fingers crossed, this will be finished relatively soon. Do that. That's impressive. Good job, me. I have to lurk now for research. Lurk away, dude. Research. learn things, spread your knowledge, all of it. Alright. I'm getting close. My goodness. This is a big square. I don't think people realize how big this square is. But it's huge. But it's going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be so worth it in the end. I just have to get there. I'm glad I did as much work on it over this last week while I was sick as I did. Because even though I couldn't get as much done on it as I thought I was going to, the fact is that I have now what will be 3 squares before the end of September, which is awesome. And fingers crossed, by the next stream, I will have the crunch time to finish the last remaining bits of the squares so that I can just sew them all together. Because that would be great. I would love that. Okay, there's some more yarn here. We shall see. Will I make it? I don't know. I can't see where the yarn is. But I'm also scared to go look. Am I gonna lose yarn, chicken? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. We shall see. Yarn chimpkin. Why does chimpkin sound like a frickin' Neopet? It sounds like a Neopet to me. Or a Pokemon, I guess, but Neopet was the first thing that came to my mind. This is working. I think we're fine. Can you not slip out like that? If you can't tell, talking at the yarn sometimes helps make it work. I promise I'm an avid, consummate professional. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I am doing. People can trust me to know what I'm doing. Last corner done. Alright. Now I just have to get from here to here without running out of yarn. Ugh, the stress. The stress. It'll be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. If this ends up being me losing yarn chicken, though, I will give myself a womp womp. Let's see. Am I gonna make it? I don't know. I'm scared. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Nothing's on fire. just saw that you followed me, Presto. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'll be excited to see you lurking and commenting and just letting me know cool science facts, especially about fossils. I would love to learn more about fossils, honestly. I have no qualms at that. Yay! 12 followers. That's awesome. I feel really good about that. Oh, man. And then everything shall work out. Let's see. Last few stitches. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Oh my goodness. Yep, I think we've won. I think we've won Yarn Chicken. It'll be confirmed. Be confirmed in a few more stitches. Let's speed through this. I'm pretty sure I've won the Yarn Chicken though. Man, my lips are dry. I probably should drink some more tea. I'm almost there. Let's see. I'm gonna win? And bada bing. Bada boom. Slide that on. Get that off here. Nope, don't do that. Behave. There we go. I did it! I won Yarn Chicken. Woo! Oh, that felt good. I did it. Now I just have to pull this through here. Let me get my new scissors for such project. Little clippers here. Don't play with sharp things, kids. There we go. Hey, that cut pretty well. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, that is here for me is the land of pumpkins, West Michigan. West Michigan. West Michigan. Okay, okay. Okay, here for me is the lands of pumpkin, West Michigan. You know what? That's a valid thought. Yarn Chicken. Alright. So, that is a whole square now created. It is done. Now this means I now have 3 full squares, which means I'm about halfway done through this project. Fantastic. And that last 2 rows took me like 40 minutes to do. Oh, I'm so happy to have this done though. I'm also going to be leaving this lawn, the ends lawn, because I am not going to weave those in until after I've sewn them all together, all the squares together, to make it more stable. So let me just go over this again. We got 1. We got 2. And we got 3. 3 squares. Got 3 squares. And these will all be sewn together or slip stitched together. I haven't decided yet on how I was going to do it. And I need to make 3 more of these and then a half one that is going to help with connecting a couple of them. But, whoa, that's so much yarn. Now let's see how much yarn was left over from playing that yarn chicken. Oh, let's just wind it up real fast. Here we go. Land of Pumpkins, West Michigan. It's funny that you put up West Michigan as well. I'm going to be moving towards more western Michigan soon. Yeah. Ooh, we are about an hour into the stream. This is awesome. I'll do this with a proper winder at some point. Maybe after the dress is done. Because I don't know if I want to wind up all of the smaller pieces of leftover yarn to... Oh yeah, I was fine. I don't know why I was worried that I was... This happens every time. Every time I think I'm playing yarn chicken, and then I end up being like, no, this is fine. This is plenty. What was I worried about? But yeah. What I'm planning on doing is once I finish up with the 6.5 squares, I'm probably going to be utilizing whatever yarn is left over to help sew them all together, or slip stitch depending on what feels right in the moment. And then that way it'll be better. Oh my goodness. There it is. That's what's left. And you are going to go with your siblings here. And eventually you will all become one Franken yarn ball. One Franken yarn ball at your service. Okay. Now, I guess the next thing I should probably figure out is, do I start on the next square right away, or do I work on the other custom project that I am working on, and then later work on the next square? While I do that, let's see. I think for now I'm gonna put away a couple of things. This is a tray, and this is one of those utility carts that I got from Michael's a little while back. And I actually have a few things to put into it because I was able to get some bamboo needles, and I think this is the perfect time to put them away. So we got some bamboo needles here. Just throw those in here. I got a whole pack of them of different sizes, which is going to be very helpful. I'm actually going to take this guy out because I don't need that in there. No, wait, I need that. Don't trust me. Don't trust me to know what I'm talking about or do anything. I'm just going to move some stuff around so that I can fit more things in here, because I want to... I'll store more of like the books and information stuff and tutorials or written instructions somewhere else. I just need to move those out, as well as the books here. I promise I know what I'm doing. I'm not a messy person. It's fine. It's whatever. This needs to be actually in my my basket, my little tray. Okay. Oh man, I should have put a poll for this too. Here, let's do that real fast. And then okay, I'll start this pull. What do now? Okay, well, I quickly put some of the new things in here, because yeah, I got a whole bunch of knitting needles for very cheap. It was a sale going on, so I got a whole bunch of bamboo knitting needles of different sizes. And I also got these circulars, so this will be added to my collection to help me get everything done. There's a bunch of circulars of multiple sizes, and now I've got so many of these, it'll be great. And then I gotta get the other circular. And then the other items that I have that are going to go towards specifically books and sketches and stuff like that will be going elsewhere, and that's okay. Let's get these needles. Because everything just fell over. But I did need to unpack that for sure. Because it took a minute to get there. And then that way, eventually, you guys will get to see more things made and more tools added. But this is specifically for needles, I think. I think that's the best for that use. And then my tray will also go here for the time being. I haven't been able to organize very much since I got the new set, so luckily I can do that real fast while the poll's going. And if nothing really changes, that's okay too. I can just utilize I'll just utilize kind of my earlier plan. It's just nice to get people's opinion, you know? Okay, we can take these out, put them, except for one. You will go here, and you will go here, and that way it, seriously? I'm just dropping everything today. Then I can also put you and you. This is my favorite darning needle so far. I love this thing. It's so nice. You in here. And you are a little too big for in here, so you'll go back in the spot here. Ooh. And then you go back in here. There we go. And now my tray is basically made. So, these guys will eventually be put together. Alright, time for some sips of tea. Tip. Oh man, I just realized I hadn't taken the bag out. Oops. That means it's gonna be strong. Strong tea. That's okay. I don't mind a tea that's a little on the stronger side, especially, specifically herbal teas. Herbal teas are great strong, but other teas are not great strong. goodness. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to add more things. I am learning on how to do a bunch of stuff with streams. Alright. So, make the square, next square, work on the glove, or something different. Since there wasn't really a consensus, I am going to say... Hey, do you by chance give any dating advice? I guess, I can. I mean, I can give as good of dating advice as someone who is in a pretty serious relationship, but I'm also polyamorous, so I have people in my life and dating and stuff. So I guess I could give some dating advice, but take everything that I'd say with a grain of salt, unless, you know, I most of the dating advice is pretty, yeah, I mean, if you want. Dating is weird. Yes, Kat, dating is weird. It's true, it's true. I did not realize I was on a date till like the third date, so, but, hey, look at that. It's almost 6 years later, and we're still going strong, so. Must love dogs, what's up with that? So, from what I've gathered, most of the people that are like, oh, they must love dogs, means that they themselves are either, they have dogs, and their dogs are, like, their big thing, or, Cat, you can't say that. You can't say that, Cat. Bad. Naughty, naughty. Naughty cat. But there's a lot of people out there that will specifically specify animals that they are fans of, because they use that as a way to be like, oh, I want to get to know the psychology of a person and whatnot, and, so when they say, they must love dogs, meaning they must be someone that would love dogs, and that would be, like, one of the first green flags for them. Especially if they themselves are dog owners. It's one of those weird things of, like, people, like, let me get to know you without actually getting to know you, you know? So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to start on the gloves here. I'm just going to work on that for a little bit, as a way to work some time on it, and then we'll see about that. Or is it the case that it's mostly women that got the dog in the divorce? That's give or take. It very much depends. One doesn't necessarily equal the other, and in fact, that's usually not the case, but it's not the case some of the times, at least, so... It's usually, if it's a woman that has a dog that she loves, or is someone that considers themselves a dog woman or a dog lover, then they're like, oh, this is a prerequisite for you to date me, because, yeah. It's not really given of like, oh, they must love dogs because I suddenly have the dog after the divorce. It's not, like, it's not that it doesn't happen, but it usually is a thing of, like, yeah. Next question. A lot of ads say partner in crime. She's a dog girl. Cat. Don't take what I say like that. You're making it sound worse. Partner in crime, get the collar. No! Cat. Cat. Gremlin. No, sir. No, ma'am. Absolutely. Partner in crime, from what I've gathered as someone who's been in this sphere, I was putting in the wrong pin for my tablet to get access to my files. So, partner in crime is a statement a lot of people will use to be like, oh, this is my ride or die. They wish to go to jail with you. Sometimes that's a very extreme way to put it, but it's like a term of like, oh, I do something and then they do something. No, that's not what it means. Partner in crime is one of those older sayings that basically means I'm wanting to do things with someone. Like they have to be my partner in crime, meaning like, I guess in modern colloquial terms, is like ride or die. Like, you do things with me, you do things about me, and vice versa. Pranks, kind of, but it's not as intense as that. Partner in crime is if you are neurodivergent, like myself. I am neurodivergent. It took me a while to realize that partner in crime is just something a lot of neurotypical people, especially monogamous neurotypical people in straight relationships, that are like, oh, I want someone who can do all of these things with me, or is willing to be that. And so they say partner in crime because it's like Bonnie and Clyde, where they're attached to each other all the time. But it does not necessarily mean that they want to do crimes together. It's just a fun way to say, like, I want to do a lot of things with you, or everything with you. So that's kind of the gist there. Alright. Where was I last time with this? Oh, right. I need to get 6 centimeters? I hope that helps a little bit, because sometimes stuff like that can be a bit interesting. But yeah, partner in crime is just a statement people use to be like, oh, I'm looking for someone who's willing to do a lot of things with me, without necessarily being regarding prison and stuff like that, or actually committing crimes. It's weird. It is weird. But, you know, what can you do? Okay. Time to work on these gloves. Well, glove. I guess. I mean, that's something, right? Again, like, dating advice is weird because, yeah. But it sounds like that's mostly just, like, people making statements about things that just are confusing, which I can also understand that. Alright, time to work on this. Purl 2, knit 2, around until 6 centimeters. Same stuff. So, like, going to the movies, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's definitely, like, it's a statement of, like, oh, doing a lot of things together. Ride or die, it's the first person that you would call to go do something together. And it's just fun to say partner in crime instead. But yeah, that kind of thing would be fun for people. And some people would be like, oh, no, that doesn't vibe with me. But that they will still use that. But yeah, be gay, do crime. Oh, don't encourage people to do crime, Cat. Not on my stream. I'll start stopping in on your streams to get people to be gay, do crime, too. Blech. Not like cow toothing. That very much depends on the people, like, specifically. But partner in crime is something a lot of different people use, so. I don't stream. Get back into it. We can stream together. And I'll start telling your chat to do crime. Do it. I dare you. But yeah, no, unless the person themselves is actively like, this is stuff I want to do, partner in crime does not usually equal that. Alright. Wow. Excuse me, I didn't realize how thirsty I was until I this literally was like, okay, looking at the tea and I was like, ooh, I need that tea. I need that tea right now. Oh my god, cat! Behave yourself! I ought to put a naughty thing so that when people are naughty, I could be like, stop it. But in the playful way, obviously. Unless you get weird, and then, no. You get it. I gotta get some emotes going. Get some things set up. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. They like getting cuffed for reasons. Oh my gosh. I need this more child appropriate. You don't know who in my audience is not gonna want that. I am unbound by common convention. 2, 4, 6, 8. Did I mess it up? I think that's fine. Because it's pearl, knit, pearl? No. Did I mess it up? Pearl, let's see. Pearl, knit, pearl, knit, pearl, knit, pearl, knit. What is that? Oh, did I lose some? Oh no! Oh no, it fell apart! Oh, that's so sad. Shit. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Don't repeat that. Crap. I have to undo some work because it looks like some stitches fell off and I didn't notice. This is the worst. I'll be fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Sad day. I was like, something doesn't add up here. What's not adding up? It's literally the fact that I lost stitches, apparently. Ugh. Sad. So depressing. It's so depressing. Let's see. That. Okay. Go ahead, mock me. I have lost stitches. Yipes. Put that on here. This is going to be a tedious part because I have to undo some of the stitching that I've already done and then slip it on before it undoes even more so that I don't lose all of the progress that I've made. This is so sad. This is so sad. Okay. Is that? I was wondering why things weren't adding up. Boo. Boo, boo. Boo, boo. Okay, you're on here. This is the saddest part. I can't. Why did I do this to myself? Sometimes you have to laugh to avoid crying. Oh, and it looks like it undid a lot of stitches too. Look at that. Oh, my heart. My heart is broken. No. No. Do I have to undo a whole bunch? I think I do. I think I do. This kills me. If you guys want to clip this, you can clip this, because this is so sad. This is so fucking sad. This is so heart-wrenching. I am losing everything. Oh no. Undo. Undo it all. Well, good news is this isn't something due until March. So I can just do it. And this part is easy. I just haven't had time to work on it. So I just need to redo that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, R.I.P. Alexa played Despacito. I can't. It's so sad. Despacito. I can't. That was a good one. Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna wind this up so that it's all together. And I'll start again. It's fine. It's perfectly okay. All I have to do is cast on 60 stitches. And hey, I can work on this for a while, so I'll get the next square done off stream. This is so sad. It's so sad. Ah! We're fine. It's fine. Nobody panic. We're okay. And now my yarn's all crunched because... Ah! You know what? This might be good. I can switch out for one of my circular needles. That way drop stitches are not as big of a problem. I'm taking this as a win. Alright, what circular do I need? 5mm? Or is it a 2.5mm? Why is it a 2.5, I think? Let's see. Do I have a 2.5? I'm pretty sure I have a 2.5. I'm pretty sure I have a 2.5. I just got you guys, and I'm going to be using you. Oh, here's where the numbers are. So we want a... No, we want... Excuse me. We want... It's so confusing because they have a comma where a period should be if it's a 2.5. Let me show you. You see that? I don't know if they mean like 2.5 or 5. I was going with a 5 when I was using the double pointers here, but could it be 2.5? Have I just been doing this wrong the entire time? Don't mind this. Holy crap, what happened? I don't understand. Let's see. I guess it's a 2.5 because why I would need 2 centimeters? Nordic Knitter, thank you. Oh, so it would be 2.5. Perfect. Thank you so much. That's very helpful. Thank you, Nordic Knitter. And welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for being there. For being here. With the power of magic, I've eaten a vital piece of your yarn. Thanks, Kat. That's so nice. Next question. What about pet treadmills wheels? Is that just a thing for cats or is that a thing for dogs too? It's a thing for dogs too. I've seen someone who did who has one of those treadmills for their dogs that they use because they live in an apartment and they have dogs that require lots and lots of exercise. And so they have a pet treadmill where they basically hook it onto a harness on the back of the dog and then have the dog run as fast as they can. It's tasty. Give me back my yarn, cats. Give it back. So, yeah, I'd say that that's something. I think that the wheels for cats are more common because a lot of people, it's a lot smaller in the apartment, but, like, treadmills for dogs are definitely a thing. I've seen that a number of times. It's tasty. Well, thank you, Nordic Knitter, for the recommendation because I had, like, when I was looking at it, I was like, this has got to be something different, you know? It doesn't make sense, but now that makes sense. I was doing the project completely wrong because I was misreading it. That's my fault. But that's okay. I'm learning now, and I get to take these babies out for a spin. Sweet. Now I get to cast on 60 stitches for this glove. Does 2.5 go with the yarn well? I will let you know. This is my first time actually using a 2.5 to do this part, so we'll see. I know that it should be good with the bamboo, and depending on the yarn, it should also be fine. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nobody interrupt me. I am counting. 18, 19, 20. I am concentration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Short one, 20. This is why I always double check my work, because I don't trust myself to remember right off the top of my head. So far it seems to be working pretty good. We shall see more in a minute. I just had to undo so much work, so I'm a little disheartened, but hey, I've now learned that I was supposed to use this size needle and not the 5s, which I don't know why I didn't question it earlier, but I might have, and I just didn't think about it. Silly me. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Next question, what to do about the ads that refuse to post a photo? Are they fake posts to inflate the dating sites or what? That refuse to post the photo of the person or of the site? Because I don't know about any ads of like refusing to post a photo. So I guess that if the person, it's probably an ad thing. Because my guess is that for dating sites, unless you are on the site, they don't want to give too much access to people outside of it as a way to be like, come check out what we might have, like who's signed up for this and whatnot. But I wouldn't, you probably should do your research on dating sites before getting onto them anyway, just because there are a few things of each. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31. But yeah, if it's an ad, then I guess it will be fine. But that's also, like, it very much depends on the site, you know? I haven't actually used many dating sites, so I'm not really the person to talk too much about dating sites other than what people have said on them. Mostly because I don't actually peruse any. (13, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34. But maybe they could be some famous person, like a model, and they don't want to be recognized. Yeah, sometimes it very much depends on the site and a bunch of things, but yeah. I'm using a 2.25 with 3-ply sock yarn. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, tell me what you're making with that Nordic knitter. That sounds like it might be nice. And what colors you're using. I would love to hear what colors you're using. But yeah, Presto, it's... So, sometimes when it comes to dating online, especially if it's like a famous person or something, there are dating sites that are related to people's, like, they're invitation-only dating sites where you would have to get invited by someone who is of the same caliber as you to be like, yeah, this is someone who could be in here. And that's usually where that kind of thing happens. For models that are not quote-unquote part of that elite club, a lot of them, like, not a lot of them actually utilize fake profiles on their dating sites, even if it's more like run-of-the-mill kind of thing, because there's no reason. Socks and stripes of pink and purple. Ooh! Pink, purple, and black stripes. That sounds so cool. And are you doing like a color work where you're doing different yarns to do that, or are you mostly, is it all in the same yarn ball? Huh? Oh, so yeah, when it comes to the ads of things, don't necessarily rely on the ads of dating sites to tell you much about them. Doing your own research is probably the best idea. Like, go online, do like ooh, what can you tell me about this type of site and what this kind of thing is and stuff like that. A lot of people actually have a lot of good insight on that. But when it comes to photos on most of the run-of-the-mill dating sites, from what I've gathered, exclusive dating sites that are invite only, is that a country club kind of thing? Yeah, kind of. A lot of celebrities and like high regarded influencers and other things and other people like that will go on these exclusive dating sites that are invite only in order to not run into the same kind of problem that you were just mentioning, like a crazed fan getting access to their information and stuff like that. But usually you have to be of a really high standard and a really high, you usually have to like prove that you have a certain income level, or a certain level of notoriety, and verify that before you can even make an account for that. So it's very like intense in that regard. So yeah, if it's just a run-of-the-mill like Tinder or Plenty of Fish or OkCupid or other such ones, that's not really as much of an issue, because a lot of people that are of a celebrity status to the point of that will not even like look at those. They'll do other things. And when it comes to like models, specifically models that are not like super well known, but they are in the field, they will usually use their own photos because it is more promising for them than not. So, yeah. Socks and stripes of pink, purple, and black stripes. I love to see it. That's awesome. Oh no, that's dyed that way? Ooh! Dyed that way. I love that. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. I love the idea of that. That sounds so cool. That I have yet to knit my own pair of socks yet, but I'm planning on it at some point. Right now, I gotta get this glove done first, but there's a few things I have to get done first, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay. But yeah, no. As much as I like give dating advice, I also don't, because everyone does things differently. But I'm also not on dating sites, so that's one thing. What am I making? Currently, I have 2 projects that I'm focused on today. I was making this dress that is going to go for my Halloween costume, and I just finished a square of that earlier. Right now, I am working on this glove here. It's called the Naughty Glove, and it's by, what's her name? The Naughty Glove by, I'll look up her name real fast for you. It's called the Naughty Glove, and it's Knotty. And she's on Ravelry. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. Let's see. I should know the information off the top of my head. I think it's Mueller, like Lisa Mueller or something like that. But sometimes it's hard to tell with my brain. And so, yeah, it is... It's a great glove for furries. I'm sure it is, Kat. I'm sure it is. Let me get the name for you. For sure, because it's a good one. I'm liking the pattern so far. Um, um, the Naughty Glove by... It's the Naughty Glove. There we are. Naughty Gloves by Julia Mueller. Julia Mueller. That's her name. She also has it in French, German, Italian, and Swedish. Hey, Necro! I'm glad you're here! It's so good to see you! But yeah, I'm making this Naughty Glove. I'm actually making a singular glove to show my partner, because my partner is commissioning me to make a set of gloves, but for someone. But because of how we like to choose things, they don't know like the type of glove that it's going to turn out to be, so they want to have options. So we're trying out a bunch of different glove types, and I'm making one glove of each, and then once they decide, I'll make a pair in the yarn that they want it to be made in, for that commission. Okay, next question. Which is better, matches, nurses, or teachers? It's a personal preference, man. It very much depends on the person that you are, and what you are willing to go through and what you're not willing to go through. I would not say that there is a preference, like, clearly one is a better match than the other, because that's very much a personal preference of people. But yes, a Nordic knitter. The other project I was working on is actually a dress by a Finnish designer. It's called the Asymmetrinen Helma by Virpi Marjana Sierra. And it's this beautiful crochet dress. That's also what I'm working on. And I'm making this for a costume, for my Halloween costume this year. So it's a very beautiful costume. It's a very beautiful dress, and it's going to be a great costume. And I just finished the 3rd square out of 6 squares that I needed to finish. So feeling pretty good. And now I figured I would continue with my glove here to see if we can make this into something nice. I had to undo so much work. Do you ever think about crafting any kites or box kites? Do the craft stores sell crafts for kites? It depends on the craft store. I think you have more luck finding it at, like, more general department stores, or making it yourself, like just getting the materials separately. I haven't thought about making kites in a while, but I'm not against the idea. I just haven't done it in a very long time. And yeah, no, I'm not against the idea though. I like gloves, but fingers are pizza. Oh, yeah. The finger parts are always difficult. I've made a few gloves now because I've had to a couple of times because of emergency glove missing situations and stuff like that. I've just had to stockpile as much as I can, but yeah. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Yeah, so I totally get to what you mean. 39, 40. Alright, that's 40. 10 more. Well, 20 more. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Alright, last 10. Let's see how this goes. It should be fine. It'll be fine. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no. Put that down a little bit more. 9 and 10. That should be enough. Let's just double check, make sure we have 60 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, and 60. Perfect. Alright. Yay, we did it. Time to get going. See you later. Next, I think it maybe a veterinarian might be a good match for me. That may be so. Bye, Presto. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the follow. Can't wait to see you again. Have a good one. Well, that was stressful. That was a lot. That was a lot of stress for me. I had to undo so much work, and now I'm redoing it, but at least I'm getting the right needles this time. It's gonna be great. Now time to go on to the pattern. So first I gotta pull up the thing. And yeah, if I work on this for a little while, that should help. Cast on 60 stitches, and then we're making a right glove, so purl 2, knit 2 for 6 centimeters. I can do that. Okay. First and foremost, I need to put a stitch marker here so that I don't lose my place, because I am prone to losing my place. So let's hit a slider. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then I'm going to move this all the way around. I think I'm gonna, hold on. I'm still figuring out circular needles, to be fair. This is one reason why I'm doing this practice run with this glove, is because if we end up not liking it because it's a pain to make, or it's not worth it in the end, then yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Let me get that. I promise I know what I'm doing. I'm actually very good at and very knowledgeable at what I'm doing. I just fumble a lot. It's okay. It's whatever. I'm going to... Ooh. So we got socks, we got a glove, we've got a cat, and we've got a necro. And potentially others in the chat too. Potentially. Mwahaha. Put you here. Well, no, we're gonna do the cast on. The join, the circles. The circle join. The circle join. Joining of circles. It's so hard. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're all good here. I have been summoned. Summoned like the Babadook. I was just mentioning that it's a pretty cozy space I have right now. And it seems like we have a good amount of people just chilling, which is good. I just want to make sure that everyone is having a decent time with this. Ugh. Should I change that? Make it not cozy? Are you threatening me, cats? I'm almost scared to ask, what do you mean? What do you mean change that? What do you mean? No. No. Well, the plastic's not ideal, but the bamboo is pretty nice. I mean, I got these for butt cheap, so it makes sense that that might not be the best material on the string here. That's okay. It's gonna just make things interesting to slide around and whatnot. Okay. This isn't meant to be a struggle with needles session, but I guess this is what we're doing. Oh, thank you. I have just received food. I won't be able to eat it until after, but that's okay. It smells good. Ooh. Yarn chicken strike. What is that supposed to mean? What's a yarn chicken strike? What is that supposed to do? I'm confused. Child, arm yourself in the potato. It joke's on you, it wasn't child. You can't egg them on to do things when they're not even in the room. Okay. After so much work. Haha. That's so immature looking feet then. Oh, I'm telling. Oh, I'm telling. That's really funny. Oh my god. That's sweeter to the light of day. I can't. I'm gonna tell them that you said that. It'll be really funny. Gosh, me looking ass. You can't keep dropping lines like that. You can't. Oh, I gotta focus. I gotta get this started. I gotta get the thing toast curled like they're 12. Oh my god, that's so mean. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I'm joining the round so that I can at least start some of this. Because I only have like 30 minutes so that I should probably go and eat. I'm not sorry. I'm sure you're not. Oh my god. It was so much. Okay. Time to slip this over here and voila. We now have a round. That I'm gonna have to fix because this part of it is here. Okay, let me just move that down a little bit. This'll help things though. It's not my happiest needle set, but that's okay. I'm not sorry. I can't. Like I said, I'm telling you're gonna have to you're gonna have to deal with the ramifications. But look what they made me. I got dinner. It looks good. Yeah. It is. It is who you think it is. At least the second time, not the first time. But it looks so good. And from what I gather, it is also gluten-free and dairy-free and sugar-free, so I can actually eat this without any issues. Woohoo! Fantastic. Okay. Just gonna get this up and at 'em. Okay. So first and foremost, I am going to... Oh no, I didn't run. There we go. Alright, now it's time to redo all the progress I had to undo because I lost stitches. It's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Put the stitch marker on so that I know where to end each round. And now is time for the fun part. I have set it in the discard. Good. I don't have to tell on you then. They'll understand in time. No. Oh no. So I am going to have to tell on you, but... Oh no. Oh no. I just saw the messages. That's so mean. Okay, time to at least do one row before I call it. I want to do more, obviously, but at least this one. Alright, excuse you. Rude. Okay. This will help for sure, having it on circular needles instead of double pointers, at least for this particular style of knit of gloves. The ones that I usually make, I usually use the double pointer needles, but it also makes sense to do it like that. So, feet unblemished like the elves. My god. Road reflector ass feet. Oh man. You can't go saying shit like that. No. Okay, so this is not too bad. The bamboo is sliding rather nicely. It's the cord I'm having issues with. That's okay, because I'm working on it. Oh no. If you are posting all of this into Discord as well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna die. I'm dying. Blinding lights, brights at 3 a.m. I can't. Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright. Okay. I worry every time I see my screen move that you're just posting another thing that's just happening. I've done it. You're just copy pasting everything from that you've said in chat just over there so that the world will overrule. They will understand when the time is right. Oh no. They are good. They are fine. Don't be too mean. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely very interesting. I'm figuring it out though. Since this is my first time working with these needles, it's taking me a moment, but I'm getting there. It'll be better soon. I'll be able to move much more efficiently. Especially with this strand the way that it is, it's not ideal. Oh, darn it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just have to slide these up like that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let's see if I could get at least one round done. I can't, oh, my stomach hurts a little. Cat, you got me laughing to the point where my stomach hurts a little. Rude. Oh, I see. I messed up. I'm getting there. This is, not ideal, but I do what I can. Okay, let's try this again. Do 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 do. They shall know my fury for no reason. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's one. There's two. And this will go all the way down here. Then will be pearl. One and pearl. Two. Alright. Time to get serious. Try to get this done before it's too late. If I can at least get one row, it won't be all in vain. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright. 15, 16. To be fair, this is one of the smallest needle sizes that I've ever worked on, so this is me learning a whole bunch of new skills. Which is good. It is good. It's just a lot. Alright, let's see. Those feet are what roadside technology is based off of. No! You can't say that! No. It takes some getting used to. It does take getting used to. It's fine. I'm figuring it out. I'm learning. I'm working on it. That's why I'm doing this almost like scrap project version of what I'm going to do for the glove, just to see how I like the pattern before I actually make it for the person that my partner wants me to make it for. Which is, it's all good. I just, this is a new needle set. I've never worked on needle size this small before, and the wire cable is a bit intense to work with too. But I'm figuring it out. It's a slow process to start, and then once I get in the groove, it'll be better. Brighter than the flash of a camera. Oh my, could make the moonlight feasible? I cannot with you. Holy crap. Cat. Cat. Gremlin. I know you don't like pet names. I didn't mean for that to come off as like a pet name. It's more of a statement of mindset, I guess. If that bothers you, just let me know and I'll stop. I'll try my best to make sure that that doesn't come up again. getting stuff done. This is fine. I'll at least be able to get this round done before I am calling it a night. Because I have been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I have been streaming for a while, and we're getting close to the end time. I'm fine with the nicknames. Okay, so it's more of, you would consider it more of a nickname than a pet name to be called Gremlin. That's good to know. That is good to know. Because I don't want you to be uncomfortable when I would say something, just in case it's like, meh, it sounds too much like a pet name. And sometimes I can't hear what things that people would refer to as pet names versus nicknames. Pet names, terms, / terms of endearment. Okay. I mean, Gremlin is kind of a term of endearment, but it's also, I guess it's that gray line. I am a really slow noodler. I always stop and admire my work. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. I do find myself taking my time with knitting more so than crochet. Crochet is so fast. I have a tendency to almost overwork my arm while crocheting, but I think that's just the point of like working on crafts, you know? Term of romantic endearment. Okay, so pet names are more of a term of romantic endearment rather than general. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I get you. I get you. Okay. So when I call you Gremlin, just know it is a term of endearment, but not of romantic endearment to call you Gremlin. And you shouldn't take it like that. It's just gonna be what I call you when you're in the mode. Mwahaha. Alright, let's see. But yeah, I do notice myself going a lot slower with knits anyway, so it makes sense. I like admiring my work too when I'm in the middle of it. Anyways, I'm gonna use those feet to light up the sky during bomb raids. I can't. Oh, I can't keep laughing like that. That hurt. That hurt. I'm in pain. My sides hurt. It's so mean. Oh. Okay. Getting there. Definitely getting there. I think once this round is done, I will call it there and then see when I can work on it again. I might not be able to work on it until next stream, or maybe I will be able to work on it. Depends on how things work, how things go. But, it should be fine. Oh, damn. Sorry. Get that up. Because it's purl 2, knit 2 to make those nice ridges. I had such good progress on it in the beginning too, and then I had to undo all of that work. It's like, no! But I'm glad that I'm at least getting it done correctly rather than using the wrong needle size like I was using. So, it helps. It does help. And that'll be... And it helps me keep track of what I'm working on now when I do it like this, because I can just double check and make sure. I think those feet would be more effective than a Travis spell. Oh no, the implications of that is crazy. Oh no. Yeah, see? As I am working on this, I am getting better. Already. Me building. Me building on it. Woohoo! Could turn vampires to ash, which is ironic. Oh no, did I do that wrong? Kind of. Okay. Fix. Back on here. Which is ironic. Why is that ironic? I am confused. Turn vampires to ash. I guess the irony is lost on me right now, but I'm also focused. So you might say why that's ironic, and then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, no, duh, because I'm slow when I am focused. There we go, and then you and you. Into how pale they are. They could be very well vampiric origin. Plot twist. Vampires thought they could escape the feet of destiny. Oh no, it's stuck. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fixing it. It's fine. Bloop. Vampiric origin. Oh no. Okay, a few more stitches should do well. I'm almost done with the whole round, and when I'm done with the whole round, I'll be able to call it there and eat my food that's taunting me. Do they act as an emergency lighthouse light in their spare time? If so, I want to go visit. I want to go to the lighthouse that they moonlight as. That's so horrible. That's so bad. Bubble, you can't say that. Oh, come back. Okay. That messed up pretty bad. Okay. There we go. I'm focused. I promise I'm not ignoring anything or anyone. I'm just focused in, trying to get this done in a reasonable time frame. But I'm getting there. I am getting there. I feel proud. I should be proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm trying out something new and working on something great. Why do I feel like there's something missing? Oh, maybe because there is some stitches over down yonder. Don't worry, I'll grab him. If there was Dyson sphere-like device they were socks, you'd think it would be able to. Oh my god. You can't say that. No. So rude. So rude. It's horrible. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I see. I think, okay. Yeah. Pull that all the way there. And then I gotta these two. Up a little bit because these are the last 2 stitches. There we go. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't miscount. Yay! Last 4 stitches, and then we'll go over everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bet you'll have industrial strength sunglasses. Don't we need them for solar events? No! No! That's so mean. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I messed up again. That's okay. That's okay. It looks like I lost a stitch, which is fine. I'll fix that. I'll just tighten it up here. And I'll go back and fix this. It was a lot. It was a lot. And there we go. That's the last 4 of the beginnings of redoing the redoing my glove that I've been working on for a little bit, but now I'm doing it right. So I'm doing it. Yay! It's gonna be nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So, it's about that time. So, let's just quickly go over what happened, crafting-wise, on the stream. NASA asks them to help test out new vehicles and solar panels for endurance tasks. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you everyone who joined me on today's stream to go over roughly what I was doing. I was working on this and then realized I had dropped a few stitches when I was moving things around, so I decided to undo it all because there was no way I was going to salvage it, unfortunately. And then I realized I was using the wrong needle size, so I was able to put it onto new needles. So just to be safe, I'm just going to cap this because I can, which I win. Oh no. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Congratulations. You get a cookie. You win. So I'm just going to cap these so that it keeps the stitches safe. So this is what I did for the last little bit of the stream, which is work on this a little bit. But the real treat was the fact... There you are. I was wondering where you went. Okay. The real treat is that I've made now a total of 3 of these squares. Yay, cookies! Yes, everyone gets cookies when you win. I am now up to 3 of these squares to sew together once I get them done, which is halfway done because I need 6 squares and half a square, so 6.5, but it still counts as half in my opinion. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take care of eating dinner. I'm going to start working on some other things, and I'll see what ends up having, you know, some good, and we'll see what ends up happening. Everything should end up being fine. My plan is to come back on here next Tuesday to continue with crafting. I should have more progress with this since this is due by Halloween, because that is the deadline. See you later, Nordic Knitter. Thank you for stopping by. The glove, maybe I'll make some progress on that. I don't know yet. We'll see by Tuesday. If you guys are interested in joining me on other days where I'm doing other stuff, I also have... Hi, Moya! I'm glad you're here. It's okay. I'm glad that you were able to jump in and say hi. But yeah, I'm going to finish this up next week. But if you guys are wanting to join me other times, I am streaming on Fridays. Friday evenings is going to be my TTRPG stream, which is going to be a mixture of making a TTRPG system that I'm building from scratch, and also I might try and fit in some gameplay there as well, of me playing TTRPGs. I've posted it all. Of course you did. Of course you did. And then also I will be streaming on Mondays in the morning where I just work on productivity. So you are all welcome to join me at any of those points and hang out, talk, do things, you know, all that jazz. And the channel will start looking more like a channel because I'm actually putting effort into building it up. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you all for being here, and make sure you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will talk more soon. Bye!